Investigators have a tough job to do. They have to put together all the pieces that could determine what led to a crash.
Well, today investigators went back to school to learn how to get the job done a little more effectively. News 8's Kent Pierce on the scene in Enfield.
It's a scene that we see far too often. Accident reconstruction experts investigating a fatal crash. In this case, though, at least it's a drill designed to help people do it better when it happens for real.
Go, 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 go!
That's what it looks and sounds like when a motorcycle hits a car pulling out of a driveway.
The motorcyclist wasn't speeding in this case. The car pulled out accidentally, obviously not intending on hitting the motorcycle, and they just met in the middle.
They met because that motorcycle is being pulled by a cable, and that's a dummy riding it, and this is all part of a class for crash investigators. They've come from all over New England for the rare opportunity to see an accident happen instead of just seeing the aftermath.
They're going to work the speeds as investigators, but I can tell you it was a 45-mile-an-hour crash.
But usually you have to do all kinds of measurements and stuff to determine that.
There's a huge amount of math that goes into this, and measurements, laser measurements.
Yes, he said lasers. That's how they do the measurements these days. There is all kinds of new technology that lets the investigators recreate the crash faster and, more importantly, accurately.
When there is a motorcycle versus car crash, we can come out, we already have the tools, and we've got the practice, and we can adapt that, so ultimately to give for the family to bring some type of resolution or in some sense of closure on our end.
And good news for the commuters who were stuck in traffic sometimes at these fatal crash scenes. With all that new technology, they've basically cut the amount of time that they need to investigate one of these crashes in half. On the scene in Enfield, I'm Kent Pierce, News 8.